You got fucked up.
Yeah.
Look how dumb
I didn't
you
even
are.
know she registered. I didn't know they were gonna watch. I mean, I thought they
Now,
were
what
gonna
kind
watch.
of person, knowing they're gonna drive, drinks on camera?
It was just one. Look, busted. It was just this one.
Motherfucking
It was just this one.
Yeah.
I'm Irish, man. This stuff doesn't
Hey,
affect
Look at
me.
that. It's not a party until it ends up on TMZ.
That's right.
That's how I fucking roll.
Yeah. Hey.
Amanda, you don't get knuckles for that. This is why I keep yucking around.
Oh my God.
Because I mean, it's
That was
easy for him to
awesome.
get people, but it is like retardedly easy to get me.
Good almighty.
You like ding dongs, man?
Nah, man.
Okay. I was just asking.
Not mine.
Hostess makes a good cupcake.
I'm hoping Matt said he may call in. I don't know if he will or
Oh
not.
hell. Don't pick
So
it up.
I'm keeping my phone here just in case he
Don't
calls
do
in.
it. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
man.
Matt Roberts.
Matt Roberts, photographer to the stars. Actually, I went and saw Matt. We watched Bound for the Glory.
Bound for the Glory.
Hold on.
Bound
Spit
for
it
the
out.
Glory.
Spit it out.
It's Bound for
It's
the Glory.
mine.
Yeah, I went and watched that at his house. Did you guys see that?
Now I get to watch it.
It was actually good, man. It's first, first wrestling pay-per-view I've watched since I left WWE was that Bound for Glory. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty fucking good, to be honest with you. And then also Monday Night Raw was really fucking good.
Yeah.
They got hurt ratings wise because of you had a major football game with the Vikings and the Jets.
We'll talk about that
that's
later.
where I was
We'll
at.
get on that one.
That's a major market. You know, New York. Anytime a New York game is playing, that's a major market. And then you got the World Series as well. So that hurts the ratings. But I hope the WWE doesn't look. I hope they understand that, and I think they will, because that quality of show that they did Monday night was really good. They did a lot of wrestling, you know, and I still believe I'm one of those people. Call me crazy. At the end of the day, that on a wrestling show, people want to see wrestling. You know, I know it's wild. I know it's wild. I know it's crazy.
I want to see football and wrestling.
You know?
Too. What the hell? What the hell wrong with these people?
Football and wrestling. That
I have to say, since you brought it up, that was a hell of a game.
That was.
Did you see it?
Oh yeah,
we watched it.
Oh
yeah.
my
We
God.
Yeah, we were here, and he'll tell you. He tweeted about it. Like, I mean, he said 5 minutes, but it wasn't
It's
even
like a
5
minute and
minutes.
a half.
Like a minute and a half before Brett Favre threw that interception. I said, "See, this right here is where Brett throws an interception."
He does. That's why he lost the Super Bowl. I mean, lost his playoff.
But the thing is too, in that particular situation, if they didn't get that third down, then they really on a fourth down, there was a good chance they wouldn't have won the game anyway. So you got to gamble. You got to gamble.
Yeah, he had to gamble, but
500 touchdowns.
I mean, dude, he's throwing all these touchdowns and stuff, and then he has a man wide open in the middle of the field and threw it right over his hands. I mean, right there, his man had fell down, and he was standing there, and he threw it right over his damn head.
Well, he's made a lot of mistakes, but 500 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's
touchdowns.
70,000 yards.
He's a machine.
He passed.
And in between plays, he sends me text mails of his
Nice. Don't do that.
Yeah, he sent me some dirty texts. I appreciate that, Brett.
Yeah.
Because I did watch that whole game, so.
I actually know Brett Favre's first cousin, man. Really. That's the true story,
Is that a
man.
shoot?
No, it's my preacher's wife, man.
Billy Ray was a preacher's son. Is it coming?
I go crack up a preacher's wife now. Come on now.
I'm not, man.
What's wrong with y'all? You want another shot, man?
No, I better not.
You
drink
sure?
no more. Yeah. Wait,
That's just one of those weird stories. Now I know Brett Favre's first cousin, baby mama's sister on the daddy side.
Yeah. Well, you know Eugene.
We do yoga. Right? We do yoga together.
It's Eugene's sister's husband's dog.
Dog.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about.
I'm with you, man.
That's what my mama did. You know, so and so died. No. Well, it was Betty Jean's cousin's sister's boy.
Yeah. They used to be roommates.
All right then. Well, now I got you now. All right.
That always helps out.
I hate that.
That always helps out. So.
Yeah, my mom's the death patrol. Somebody dies, she knows it.
So anyway.
Back to where we was
Marty
at.
Garner knows everybody. That's what we're saying over here. So I thought Monday Night Raw was good. So actually, 2 good nights of wrestling I saw. Nothing come on Tuesday, right?
I think the only thing missing on TNA is
Me, thanks, man. Thank you, brother. Well, they hadn't contacted me yet, but you talking about this dude? Oh,
yeah. You never know.
Okay.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know where he's
You
gonna
never
go,
know.
man.
So
they'll contact me and say, "Hey, man, don't you ever call us, okay? Never."
It says NXT is online, guys. Yeah, I don't watch that. So
yeah, we don't watch that shit.
Yeah, that shit was awful when it was on TV. I'm not gonna sit in front of a computer and watch that.
Yeah, I like to say, "Who next?" That's what I think.
Next. Who's next?
next?
They should have just Goldberg come out and spear all those girls and go next.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. See. Always
It
thinking.
never
man.
stops,
always
man. It
thinking.
never stops.
Always
But
thinking.
Always
I
more.
actually made me a couple notes. Check them out. Don't check them out.
We got two
But
notes.
not a lot of notes, man. Just a little bit notepad, you know.
Yeah.
Boxing. Actually, this weekend, Antonio Magic Man Tarver is moving up to heavyweight this weekend.
What?
What? Yeah,
I'm
hell yeah, that's
tickled
gonna
for
be
that
I hope
good.
we don't find I hope we don't find a Polish guy
Uh,
or Russian.
yeah, they're Russian.
Yeah. He'll be rushing to get that ass whooped.
But he's gonna
Okay.
try to do what I think. He's gonna try to do what Roy Jones did and win. Go from lightweight whatever to heavyweight and win the championship. I mean, he's fast enough. So, but I don't know if he'll beat the Klitschko's. But him and David Hay might be pretty good. David Hay is the fastest heavyweight out there. He's the smallest heavyweight too. But um, I wouldn't want to fight the Klitschko's if I was him.
Yeah, that'd be a bad mistake right there.
Yeah, those guys.
That
It's really sad that boxing is doesn't get the credit it gets now because
Yeah.
those two guys are badass.
those two guys are not human.
If they were American, they would be rock stars.
Yeah.
If they were American, and they are over there.
Oh, they, yeah, I
But
was
in
gonna
North
say,
America,
yeah.
they would be rock stars.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're rock stars, but it's not over here yet. They will be. I bet
Yeah,
you
will
over
be
here.
eventually.
I mean,
It's like
I mean,
boxing keeps
they're
progressing.
dominating them. They're dominating.
But
I mean, not even close. Did you see when Vitali beat Samuel Peter for the championship?
no.
I've never seen somebody sit on the stool quite like this. Vitali is whooping that ass,
Mhm.
and it ain't even close. And Samuel Peter is the champion. He's the champion. He's on his corner, and the referee comes up. Goes, "You want to continue?" He goes, "Nah."
No. Did you have to say, no.
I mean, I'm serious. He just did like, "Nah, I ain't got nothing." This
No.
motherfucker is. In case you missed it, he's whooping my ass. I can't do nothing. I can't land a punch. Every punch he throws lands right in my fucking face. I'm going to the house.
Yeah.
Like remember when
What else on
when Pacquiao was beating De La Hoya to death?
Mhm.
You can see in De La Hoya's face he didn't want to quit.
Yeah.
He didn't want to
That
quit,
was
but he
that
knew
hard.
he was
Had a choice.
he didn't want to. Yeah, but he had no choice. He's like,
Yeah.
he didn't want to be the one to say it. But Samuel Peter, he's like, nope. Take it to the house.
I'm out.
It's like when you God, this is old. I don't remember who it was. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson started following me on Twitter.
Oh yeah, you were
Man,
about
no,
that.
he did not.
I
Yeah,
swear
he
to
did.
God.
He did.
That
And
ain't
but-
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's
and,
Ike Tyson.
And
I don't-
tell him who started following you before Mike Tyson. This is even weirder.
Yeah, even weirder. Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres.
I don't know. I don't
Man,
know.
that's a dude.
Well, no, whatever, man.
Yeah,
DeGeneres
Mike
wants to
Tyson
be
is-
her transported to the light side of the force.
I love
Wow,
Ellen
man.
DeGeneres. But
She's
anyway,
funny, man.
Yeah, she's
I love
funny.
Dory.
They need to have us on the show then, man. You know what
They
I'm
should have us on the show.
Yeah.
I'll dance with her. She loves to dance.
I'll wait
I'll break it down.
Don't.
But
Don't.
we
Don't
talk
ever
about
do that.
I know
we
he
talk
ain't.
about like guys quitting when Tyson was beating up. I think it was Pinklin Thomas.
Everybody.
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
just everybody. He was whooping Pinklin Thomas' ass. I'm pretty sure it's Pinklin. And he went up to the corner and was like, cut him off.
Well,
Like,
Pinklin
no,
said that.
you can still do it, man. You can go out there.
No.
Cut him off.
No, I'm out.
I'm
No.
done.
I'm
I got nothing.
I ain't gonna let this fool knock my brains in again.
Yeah,
Mike
Tyson.
Tyson was a vicious, deadly, nasty.
And you know now he
son
Mike Tyson works for UFC now. He's like doing some kind of promotional stuff, or I don't know what it is, but Dana White gave him a job.
Sure
That's
is.
cool, man. That's
Him
cool.
and MC Hammer. MC Hammer's like now
Yes!
a manager, an MMA manager.
MC
He
Hammer.
works for UFC.
I'm
What
gonna
does he
work
do?
for UFC then.
I don't know. He like manages a bunch of
He
people.
does this.
For
Hammer,
UFC.
hammer, I
Yeah.
am hammer. I'm sorry.
You put me in the mix.
That's what he says.
In case you didn't know, Hurricane Helms can touch MC Hammer.
I can't touch MC Hammer. I met MC Hammer a couple times.
He's a preacher now too, right?
He's been a preacher.
He
is a
married
preacher
Vince
before he got
Neil
into
from
that.
Motley Crue and his wife.
But in one of the craziest weeks of my life, where I ended up at the Playboy Mansion one night, and a couple of days later I was at Michael Jackson's house in the
No.
Neverland Ranch.
He was
I never
naked
told
at
you
Michael
that story?
Jackson's.
How do you
No.
how do you connect those?
I never heard that.
You don't look young enough.
It was such. Yeah, he didn't hit on me or nothing, but it was a crazy story. Coming back from the Playboy Mansion, like the people I was riding with, the car was crowded, so there's other guys there. Say, hey man, see, if you're by yourself, you might not jump in. He goes, oh man, it'd be great. I enjoyed the company. I said, sure. He goes, I got stopped by Freddie's house, and I was going, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Freddie.
I don't give a shit.
Jackson?
Freddie Krueger.
Freddie.
And
Freddie Mercury.
so we pulled up, and it's Freddie Jackson's house. And I got the green hair and all that shit, and I go in, and
He goes, who's the honky?
who this motherfucker? Who this? The mama's there. I don't forget her name, but the Jackson 5's the mama. She's there, and I guess Freddie's kids were there, and they recognized my green hair and asked me was I the Hurricane, and I go yeah. So I'm out there, just the kids are sitting there, and I'm talking to them about wrestling, And then I guess she was impressed that I was just being nice to the kids, and she started talking to me and asked me what I did, and I told her about wrestling, and she told me how her and Joe Jackson used to go in L.A. I forget what that Coliseum was called, the L.A. Grand Coliseum, I believe. They used to go there before they got too famous that they could go out of the house, you know,
Right.
and watch wrestling. They used to watch it. I was like, oh, cool, you know. I was like, what? And she goes, well, we're having a party, and it was Joe Jackson's, I believe, 75th or 70th, whatever, however it is. It was his birthday party was that Saturday, and this was like a Wednesday or something. And she goes, would you want to go? And I go, yeah.
Check
And,
out the Jackson
yeah.
party.
And yeah, so we would go. And honestly, I've been invited to the White House. It was easier to get into the White House than it was to get into Michael Jackson's house.
Nice.
Man, they did a background search. Man, you getting fucking patted down, not by Mike.
Yeah, Michael patted him down. Good.
You got, they did they did a background search. You couldn't take any cameras in, and then you go back there, and I mean, there was just celebrities everywhere, and like so many people, like they look different in real life, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just like I know this, I know him, I know her, and just all that.
Yeah.
And I pretty much met all of them except for Mike. Mike didn't never come out of the house. I never got to meet Mike, and I would have been too old for him anyway. But
yeah, he was back in the closet with Corey McCalkin.
Yeah,
Corey
McCalkin.
not Corey.
Corey McCalkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
How many ways can you fuck
Oh
up
man, I messed that up. Well, you was
But-
talking crazy a while ago. Shut up.
But he had the greatest backyard in the history of mankind. There is a petting zoo. There's a movie theater. There's
Wow.
roller coaster rides. There's all kind of shit. And
Gags, bounce.
and that's where I first met
Yeah.
MC Hammer. And I was just like, there's all these other stars, but I'm one of those people like, you might be a big star, but if I don't like you, I don't care. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so I liked MC Hammer.
Yeah.
I was like, man, fuck this guy. I want to go talk to MC Hammer.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him, and Zeus came up, and I had never met him. Not Zeus, Tiny Lister.
Yeah. Well,
He's Zeus to me.
Yeah.
So,
He'll always
and I was
be
sitting there talking to him, and he starts telling me some story about how him and Suge Knight are going to join with Hulk Hogan and get gangster in the WWE. And I was going,
Oh,
all right,
hell
okay.
no.
See when you get here.
Bless his heart.
But still, the funniest story you've got to tell these people when you met Samuel Jackson. That is the absolute best famous person story.
That is my favorite fan. Oh man, I gotta say something. I'm giving all myself away.
That was my favorite story ever.
I'll say Samuel Jackson story comes next week. I'm gonna make a note.
Yeah.
You can't get all of them.
Yeah, because that's the best story hands down.
But
Besides G4.
I
I met Janet, Latoya. Latoya was hot as hell too.
Really?
I'm trying to
She's
say,
like
man.
a fitness guru.
It's
too,
like
right?
Michael with boobs, man.
Yeah.
That's what a toy is. You know.
So
what
you're
I'm saying?
saying what you're saying is I really like Mike.
Yeah, if he had boobs,
Latoya.
probably
like
love
boobs.
Mike,
You're
yeah,
just gonna
that's
throw that
what
right on me
I
like that.
threw that right on you. It's kind of a backhanded
Not fair.
gimmick, you know what I mean?
Not fair.
Good kind of money, yo.
I met. Did you see the movie Breaking? You remember that movie from back in the day,
Yeah,
Breaking?
into electric
Turbo and Ozone. Those two guys
Ozone,
were in the
Street
movie.
Dancer.
I thought Turbo was a damn Autobot.
Damn.
Are you sure?
Damn, this is the
Are you
first
sure?
Turbo, dog.
Turbo's an Autobot.
Turbo.
He is an Autobot.
Somebody look it up. I think Turbo
Turbo's
was
a
an
Turbo
Autobot.
was
bad
an
son of a bitch.
Autobot.
He probably is.
Or
But
GoBot or something.
anyway, was at a wrap up party one night for the movie The Rundown with Rock. I was over there with him, and this dude comes up and it's freaking Turbo from the movie Breaking, and I'm like, "What's up, man?"
Did you recognize him?
Yeah, it was like, dude, I can't believe that's Turbo. And because he was like one of my heroes, he's a big break dancer and everything. And he said, "Marty, let's go dance with these chicks down here." We start dancing with these chicks. He breaks out into his shit, and there's a whole circle around him, and I'm like, "Yeah." No, I didn't do that. I started windmilling.
Yes, he did.
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
God.
But no, it was crazy, man. That was pretty cool, man. I like that, meeting him and everything. Like you said about Hammer, I'd freak out for Matt Hammer too, or Prince.
I met the Hurricane once. Greatest day
No,
of my life.
no, man, no.
I
You
did
met
meet
Prince?
I said, or Prince. I'd love to meet Prince.
Oh.
I said, I'd love to meet Hammer and Prince. That'd be two I could meet.
I've heard a lot of crazy. Like Prince is just insane. I've heard.
Yeah, that's why I dig that.
I mean,
shit.
just like a Howard Hughes type recluse. Like, did you ever watch who wrote you'll know, Jay and Silent Bob? Who wrote
Kevin
that shit?
Smith.
If you ever watch an Evening with Kevin Smith, he does these documentaries where he filmed these music videos for Prince and went through all this work to